Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Designed by Kathy. Today I'm going to do another acrylic pour, and I'm actually going to use the three base colors that we used in the last video, only this time instead of the khaki color, I'm going to use rose gold because I really like the way the rose gold looks, and we're going to see what happens here. You know, one thing I want to say, some things there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do things. For example, I just bought this fancy curling iron to try to get the really cool barrel curls that a lot of the girls are wearing. Well, I've tried and this is what I still come up with. So sometimes practice makes perfect. What I love about fluid art, though, people, is that there is not a right and wrong way. There is what is pleasing to you, what you have fun doing with, what looks good to you or looks good to somebody else. So let me get set up and we'll get right to it. So I did decide it'd probably be a good idea. I want to put a background color on this canvas because I don't necessarily, it's okay if there's negative space. If there's negative space, I want there to be, this is like a little off-white color here. So I do want to put this on here. And let me just take this little booger here. Okay, those are clearly in my way. Let's move them. I am letting this run down over the edges, FYI, just because I do, unless you're planning to frame it. If you've got an idea, you want to put in a frame, don't worry about your edges. But if you're not sure, I would go ahead and do the edges. To me, now this is, my personal preference, it just gives it a more finished look. So, like I said, if you already know you're going to put it in a frame, don't worry about it. If you're not sure, I would go ahead and get your paint. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not going to just pour, not planning to anyway, to where it runs over the colors run over the edges. If I'm sure in places they will, and that's going to be fine, but then where they don't, we're going to have this. Whoops, I rubbed that a little hard. Now I'm sure I have some edges I'm gonna need to touch up, or we can just do this. So I've got the three colors plus the rose gold. And let's see what we come up with here. I try to keep my little popsicle sticks separated for the moment so that, whoops, that came out a little faster than I wanted, so that, you know, I can use them if I need to do another stir, I'm sorry, because I do have, I forgot to tell y'all this, I'm just assuming that you already know I do this. 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. The blue, it was from the other day, so it had gotten a little thick. I added just a tad of water to that one. Okay, as you can see, for this particular one, I decided to go a little diagonal here instead of, you know, from side to side. I don't know why, it just hit me like that. No reason. Again, it's all about your personal preference and what feels good to you. And in the end, you know, if none of it feels good, you do another pour over it. I'm taking this little inch brush here, and I'm going to take this rose gold and pull it kind of sort of down through here. I think I need a paper towel. And I am just very gently dragging this across, but as you can see, there's still a lot of paint, so it's picking up a lot, which is fine. Can see we have some little cells starting to pop out in places there. And I'm just dipping this just to kind of start my little swipey off here. Oops, well, don't do that, but it happens. And it's not the end of the world. I was really liking the way, whoops, that was, oh, I don't want to miss those. Those are looking pretty cool. I do love the rose gold. I think I said that already. Apologize. Just kind of gently laying that in there on top, letting it drizzle off with this popsicle stick. Trying to keep a little thin line. As I've mentioned before, I don't have the steadiest hands in the world. Thank goodness for all of us. I wasn't a surgeon or a dentist. It did it again, but look what we're gonna do here, I hope. I'm just gonna take him and drag him out like that. And I'm gonna do the same with this little fella. I mean, I put that one there, but anyway. Okay, again, I'm rambling. Because I'm seeing that, seeing the same thing that you guys are seeing right now. I wanted these colors together. It wasn't like I had, I'm gonna pour these on here and they're gonna look like this. So, what you're seeing unfold here is what I'm seeing unfold. And, you're going, either you're going, ooh, I don't like that, or you're going, man, that turned out cool. But again, like I said, except for trying to learn this complicated curling hair thingy, there's no right or wrong way in doing this. That it's all about having fun. I did know that I would like these colors together. I felt like I would. And I want to leave, okay, you know me, I can keep going until I've covered up all of my light color, but I don't want to do that. I want to leave it just like this. And I'd love to know what you think of it. It's very abstract, to say the very least, but I love what it's doing, these little things that it's doing just all on it. Look at that. Those are so cool. I'll get a close-up shot of it so you can see it. I can't stop, can I, people? I'm just gonna, okay, I'll stop. I'll stop because same thing here. I will get some really close-up video of this because those just turned out really cool. Those even look like they stair-step down, big, smaller, 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 and same thing over here. Anyway, all right, so that's all there is to it. So get some paint, some additive, or you can, on a budget or until you, have a little more confidence in or want to spend Floetrol, which at Lowe's you can get a big thing. Watch for it on sale because on sale you can get a pretty good price on it. And then my other paints did still have my treadmill belt lubricant, which is what helps in these sales. Now, a lot of times layering the paints like this, you're going to get them anyway, or that's what I've seen. But this will definitely help bring them out. In fact, we could touch up with our torch. Again, this is not something you have to run right out and buy to start doing fluid art. Because like you see, they're gonna make on their own right there, like that, right there. Did that sound country enough, for good heavens? Anyway, I just don't want you to feel like if you want to try this, you've got to run out and buy, I've got to have all this stuff. No, you need a canvas. You do need mixing, some sort of little cups to mix. Popsicle sticks are advisable. Gloves for sure. All paintbrushes, but everybody probably has little brushes hanging around. And like I said, you can just use water as your additive, or an additive like Floetrol or Deco Art makes one. Well, I just went blank, folks. I'm sorry. I'll think of it next time. Thanks for watching. Hey, be sure to leave me any comments or questions that you have, and I hope you'll like, share, and hey, share this with your friends. This is also a great, fun project to gather up a group of friends, do your own little paint and pour, pour the paint, or you could pour some wine and then pour the paint, whatever. But anyway, share it with your friends, and I hope you'll subscribe, and whatever you do, folks, make it yours, make it personal, because you can do it. Thanks.